in cross. He had sent Matt Tegenkamp to the World Championships, and then after my freshman year, he had gone to the Olympics. Matt was the American record holder in the 2-mile, and he had just had a lot of success at the collegiate level, especially in cross country. And then what I liked most about Jerry when I was deciding on what school I wanted to go to was I felt like he got me the most excited about running at a high level. Just talking with him during the recruiting process, I definitely felt like he made me more excited and motivated to do better than any other coach that I talked to. So,
is it, do you think, his passion or his trainers?
Both. Definitely both.
So last time I saw you was at the Armory.
Like moving from Wisconsin to the Oregon, like Poland, it's far away.
Yeah.
And you're only 19 years old, no parents, no friends, no girlfriend, whatever.
Yeah.
You didn't have any doubt of that because you had a good group of people?
I definitely had a little bit of doubt. Just because like I somewhat knew the older guys that were going to be moving out there, but I hadn't spent much time with them while I was at Wisconsin. But I felt like just moving there for the same reason as them, I had like a common bond with them. So I felt like they were obviously going to be like my closest friends when I moved out there. But yeah, I was definitely moving further away from my family. The guys on the Wisconsin team, obviously, and then my friends from my hometown. So that was probably what was holding me up the most in making my decision. But like I said earlier, my main reason for moving out there was to do the best thing for my running career. So I felt like moving to Portland was
a good year.
The way to go.
Were you going to school, or are you still going to school?
Yeah.
That seems, also, you went, part of it, you're going to college, Wisconsin,
yeah.
Then you're like, wait, I'm done, I'm not going to be a team, and you got to find your own thing to go to school, and
yeah.
Is that part hard?
It's a little difficult, just because everyone that I'm surrounded with does nothing but train all day, so it's like, I feel like if I was in college living with guys on a team and they were all going to class all day and coming home and studying and going to practice at the same time, it would be a little bit easier, but I don't have that here, and I'm not on a university team, so I'm kind of left to fend for myself at Portland State, whereas at Wisconsin, if you're running for the Wisconsin team, the advisors are pretty much doing everything in their power to make it easy on you. So it's a little tough, but I don't mind. Like, I actually kind of like the routine of it. Going to class, I just don't like the feeling of it just hanging over my head. I kind of want it to be done.
How much more to go?
I was telling her I should probably be able to finish next fall, I think. It's just been, like, I took a year off when I moved out to Portland, and then I haven't been able to take any classes during the spring since I've been out there, so it's just taken me.
You just do it every fall?
Yeah.
What's your major?
Physical activity and exercise. So like exercise science.
So no, it was definitely.
About the steeplechase, so you started from the 5,000 and you run 1,500, 5,000, and how the decision was made?
A lot of tension building up. Especially how slow it went for so long.
It was a combination.
It's always an abrupt transition.
Like, I guess, like, I had always been intrigued about the steeple, and I didn't know this, but secretly Jerry and Pascal had always been, like, they had always had steeple in the back of their minds for me, so it just kind of came together where, like, at the same time, we both kind of came to each other and were like, what do you think about doing the steeple at this point? And
it's more
like, I don't know, it was just something that always interested me. So after my my season in 2011, where I had a little bit of a rough year. After I got fully healthy, my foot fully healed up, and we were pretty sure that I was going to be able to handle the hurdling and the water jumping. We started just testing it out to see if I could handle the training for that. So worked out, started going pretty well in that fall, and we just stuck with it.
Yeah. Did you even think about like American record?
I definitely think there's a bit of a rivalry.
Also this year in the steeplechase.
What do you mean?
Like when you started that, like okay, I can have American record.
Very short memories.
Definitely not my first year. That was like in the first couple of workouts, it just felt very natural to me, and it was so new to me that I wasn't completely sure how fit I was. I didn't really know what kind of shape I was in for the steeple, but I knew I was running a pretty good pace over barriers in practice. So like I thought eventually like the American record might be something that I could go for, but I definitely did not think it was going to happen my first year. And it's funny, after my first race in Mount Sac, a coach from Washington, Metcalf, told me that I was going to break the American record like by the end of the year, and I was like, there's just no way, like it's not going to happen. And a couple of races later, like I broke the American record in Monaco, and like I just couldn't believe it. Like at the beginning of the season, I thought there was no way, and then with each race, as I progressed through the year, I just kept getting more and more confidence, and had to keep making new goals for myself for the year. So it was a very fun year. It was pretty.
I think that he's going through a rough stretch.
Did you ask him about how would you assess this year?
This past year?
Yeah.
Really showing the potential.
It was good. It's kind of hard to judge, or it's not hard to judge, but I wish I could have gotten more steeples in as well as racing the 5K, but it just wasn't going to work out that way. I was very happy with opening up with 808 at Pre.
Failure on someone's part.
Relatively early in the year. So I knew I was really fit going into Moscow. And then Moscow, I think I told you, I was initially disappointed right after the race, but after having some time to think about it and talk it over with some people, like I made a huge jump from last year. I think I had a faster last lap in Moscow than I did in London in a faster race.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was very happy with that, and I was closer to the medals this year than I was in London. And I think that's just straight from experience and just a little bit of fitness. But yeah, I think if I can stay healthy, I just hope to keep making progress. And was 6th in 2012, 5th in 2013. So hopefully I can just keep notching off guys. Hopefully a couple of guys will start retiring.
Yeah. I mean, you're right there, so it's not, you don't have too far to go.
Yeah.
But also Moscow, you made it sound like you're going to run more steeples next year and maybe focus more on time.
Yeah, more on time, and then I think a big part of it is just focusing on learning how to compete with Kenyans, trying a couple different things out in races on how to actually place higher and beat these guys that I'm racing against. After Moscow, I've been thinking about it a lot and trying to figure out what I need to do, and I have a couple ideas, and I'm just going to try to implement those in races next year. And so it'll be fun. competing with them, and then hopefully at running some fast times. I think that's all anyone's really going to be worried about next year. So it'll be fun to get in some really fast races.
And if you can run a good steeple, do you feel like you can run a good 5K at the same time, or do you think it's a little bit different?
No, I think it's pretty much the same. I mean, most of my training for most of the year is based off of the 5K, and then it's just a handful of steeple workouts thrown in. So I know,
I mean, to be honest, like
I feel like I'm always pretty ready to run a good 5K. Aside from just not actually racing it very often, so you kind of, like, I had somewhat forgotten how to race the 5K as opposed to the steeple, whereas like, I don't know, I feel like if I was to go from steeple training and try to run the 5K, I don't know if it would work out as well. So I'm definitely comfortable with the style of training that we're doing right now and helping me stay very well-rounded as an athlete.
Previously, like, it's
What do you see your ultimate goal as